Came down to, all right, would you like some cables with that? No, I'm fine. I've got cables. Well, let me tell you something. Here's a very, very short video and a lesson that I just learned today, and I'm going to do a follow-up on this shortly. I'm using a Shure SM7B, and I had just bought some cables to go along with my microphone. And after spending $400 and change for the microphone and $150 for this and $200 for my DBX 286S, which is my sound processor, came down to, all right, would you like some cables with that? No, I'm fine. I've got cables. Well, let me tell you something. The quality of the cable is definitely a factor. So for what it's worth, you shouldn't skimp on your cables if you're looking to do this right. I found out the hard way because I was, among other things, and I'm going to post videos about this too, I found that one of the cables in my chain, sorry about that, was this little guy here. I thought, hey, I just need a short cable to go from here to here. Why go with a longer one? Well, for what it's worth, that cable was noisy. Even though it's shorter, it's just not well made. And for what it's worth, you're going to hear a bit of silence as I switch, but I'm going to put this cable in the loop. Okay, now I have that cable in. Now you're probably going to need to wear headsets to really understand what I'm talking about here, but that cable's in, and you hear that? That's just a symptom of the problem. I didn't get any of those problems moving any of the other cables in my chain. No problems whatsoever. Oh, and by the way, also I've noticed if I touch my Cloudlifter, I get some noise, which means that there's some sort of a grounding issue possibly going on too. But the lesson I've learned here, if you're going to do this right, look, you're spending large amounts of money for some of these microphones. Even if you're buying an inexpensive microphone, don't mess it up by getting using a cable that's not up to speed. It's sort of like buying a quality car and then using, just the cheapest gas you could find. And it might have water in the lines. So what we're dealing with here is a cable that makes noise, which to me means I can open it up and try to solder the joints or something like that. But it's also probably just inferior design altogether. I'm not going to mention the manufacturer of the cable per se, because for all I know it was a fluke, but it was an inexpensive cable I got on Amazon. And the cable I have here to replace it was definitely a higher quality cable that I've had for quite some time. That is, it's in the $25 to $30 range for a 3-footer, which is, it's a little more money, but it's worth it. Quick tip: if you've got, if you're in the market for some cables, don't get the cheapest ones you could find. It's simply not worth it. You've got yourself quality microphones and quality gear. Don't mess it up by putting it through an inferior cable, or at least that one was. And that's my quick tip for today. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I kind of finally figured out why I've been getting all these weird matches. Yeah, what do I know? Left, swipe right. I was just, I hold the phone in my left hand, I swipe one way. I hold the phone in my right hand, I swipe another way. Yeah, that kind of explains it all, right? So what do I know? Left, right. I'm just swiping, and there you go. Yeah. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. All the usual stuff. Hit subscribe. Look for the little bell next to it so you get notified. Don't forget to comment. Be a sport. Hit the thumbs up. Interact. Be part of it. You know what I mean. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So let's swipe left. What do I know? What's swipe left? Swipe. Well, yeah, I know it said so at the beginning you signed up. I don't pay attention to that sort of thing.